राहील है क्या यहाँ पे? राहील बेग चलो तुम उसमें चले जाओ सर इजाजत Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. It's my pleasure again to welcome you all in the concluding ceremony of 15th ISNPC. We will begin the event with name of Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. I invite Qari Aziz.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والتين والزيتون وطور سينين وهذا البلد الأمين لقد خلقنا الإنسان في أحسن تقويم ثم رددناه أسفل سافلين إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات فلهم أجر غير ممنون فما يكذبك بعد بالدين أليس الله بأحكم الحاكمين صدق الله العظيم.
Jazakallah. So can't believe that 4 days have already been passed, and it was an exciting journey. Lots of interesting lectures we were able to listen from eminent scientists. Goodbyes are always difficult, but I'm sure that this ending will give rise to lots of new collaboration and lots of new beginnings, inshallah. For the remarks, I invite my dear teacher, Director ICCBS, Professor Dr. Mohammad Iqbal Chaudhry.
Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon. See, Hina is extremely emotional, and I thought she's about to cry. And she cries when I spend about 1 hour to console her. I mean, it's not so easy. But honestly, we all feel that it was a wonderful event. Though we didn't have many people came from outside, But one thing is, I'm now fully convinced that there is absolutely no virtual platform which can replace such interaction. And certainly, what I have seen, even in these 4 days, is extremely heartening. Young scholars meeting with senior scientists, discussions, and just completely, honestly, the real spirit of open science, which we have discussed with Paul. And I'm sure at some point in time, we would realize that in our compulsion during the pandemic, and then our comfort zone of having it from our drawing rooms and studies, this online presentations of is absolutely not what is required. It's more of a human interaction, which plays an extremely important role. So this was an excellent event by all definition. I cannot really say that this was the blockbuster conference, but certainly the most important part of the conference was participation of about 129 young people who presented their posters. And each one of them deserve to have recognition. They all have worked extremely hard for it. They know what they are saying, they understand what they are doing, and most importantly, they know how to present. So this is the most important outcome. And we're very glad that despite all problems and corona test results, which will come in the evening, and hopefully nobody is staying with us for obvious reason, though we want to have them, we still really are very happy that people came, and they would be going back, hopefully with good memory. So thank you very much for being part of a very exciting experience of 4 days. There was a time when we used to have these conferences every third month, and hopefully I'm looking back to have that time coming back. Let me recognize my very dear colleague, Professor Dr. Musharraf, and his outstanding team for wonderful work. And entire faculty, research officers, each one. We don't have money for event management. And I'm sure if we have it, we will never do that because it make a total mess of it. I remember attending a OIC meeting in Istanbul, and there was a person with nice suit from an event management. He was standing right at the information desk, and I said, "Where is the hall where OIC meeting is taking place?" He said, "I don't know." So this is what is the best model. This is an excellent model of organizing a conference, and certainly a very good one. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. I request you to guide the main stage for the, since you all know that this organized and this conference is being organized by our collaborative partners as well. So to give the certificates to our sponsors, I request Dr. Humaira and Dr. Sumaira to kindly come on the stage and announce the names.
Okay, so I'm calling out the names. First of all, Mr. Shabir Hussain from Comstech organization.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shabir has requested me that whenever his name is to be called, call it with great honor. A huge round of applause for him.
Mr. Faizan Nasir from Raji Private Limited. Mr. Faizan Nasir.
He's the director.
Mr. Faizan Nasir from Raji Private Limited. Mr. Syed Maaz Aba from Analytical Measuring System. Mr. Faizan Bhatti from Worldwide Scientific. Afzal Ahmed from Prime Scientific. Mr. Afzal Ahmed. Mr. Ali Asghar Tayyab from Molecular Biology Product. Usman Javed from Musa Ji Adam and Sons. Usman Javed. Mr. Muhammad Azim from Race Technology. Mr. Muhammad Azim. Mr. Faizullah Javed, Director of Marketing and Trade from Hamdard Laboratories, Waqf, Pakistan. Mr. Faizullah Javed. And I would like to request our own Dr. Shakeel to please receive the certificates for Reliance Petrochemical and Al-Rahim Petrochemical.
I think the most senior member of the organization, as Nuri, would like to come in? Dr. Nuri is from Iraq and is traveling all the way to Karachi. Shows his commitment, and thank you very much. We are honored to have you. I will request you to kindly hand over poster certificate.
Okay, with this, the most awaited and most exciting part, the announcement for the poster winners, and the names are with me. Okay. Okay, so third prize goes to inshallah to be Dr. Hunain Ali. Furan conjugates peptidometric exhibit membranolytic.
Then you have a presentation, right?
Sir, इसके बाद लगवा लेंगे. Winners are requested to give us the presentation. Mask उतार दो Hunain.
Expensive, brother. We need to have mask come.
जीतने वाले बच्चे अपनी presentation शमशाद को दे दें. Second prize goes to Humaira Kareem. Title of the poster is Design and Peptide of Anticancer peptide. Humaira Kareem. Okay, by the way, the prize includes a huge amount of money.
About half of the Nobel Prize.
Yeah, half of the Nobel Prize. Humaira is
In rupees.
in rupees, of course. Okay, the first prize. Shall I announce? Okay, it goes to the poster entitled Discovery of Antibiofilm Compounds Against Staphylococcus aureus, Hafiz Muhammad Bilal. मेरा presentation दे दो. Congratulations all the poster winners and their supervisors as well. With this, I thank our dear teacher and very senior Professor Dr. Al-Jabouri. I request you to kindly take the seat. Okay. Meanwhile, the kids are fixing their presentation. We have this tradition that those seminars have to give 3 minutes presentation each. So while they are fixing their presentation here, I request our foreign delegates, some of them who would like to give their comments about their anyone? Anyone from UK? Yes. Professor Dr. Paul Elective.
The first time I come join this, I came to.
Well, it's been a great pleasure to be back here after more than 2 years of pain, heartache, and distance conversations, as Iqbal mentioned.
My honor to have.
What I would say is the quality of science here is improving year by year, despite the pandemic. And to all these students and early career researchers here, you're doing an excellent job. Your levels of enthusiasm and drive are unparalleled, and your knowledge levels are highly impressive. So keep going.
First of all, anyone, any other? Okay.
Sorry, I'm there. I just first of all, I would like to thank you, organizer and sponsors, for very magnificent and interesting scientific conference. I was here years ago and was very delighted to come back. And thanks a lot to all you members of our organization. So, to acknowledge to make it quite possible, so we all participate and see each other and get to know each other. I was also amazed and fascinated by 2 or 3 of these research centers, especially biology research centers, just being to be there again. And thank you all and for your warm aspect. Thanks for that.
It's my honor to be present in the conference. And it's my honor to be in this conference. This is the first time I come to this building. It is scientific progress. Each time I come, I find a new thing. You are a hard worker, and I am proud to see such progress in the scientific progress in the science and the effort of Dr. Iqbal and his colleagues, something honor. And very, very make me proud to see such progress, the scientific progress and the construction and the motorway. Pakistan, very good, working faster and faster. They are hard workers, and I love Pakistan good work.
Thank you so much, Professor Naguri. I request Professor MK.
Yes, hello. This was my first visit in Pakistan, right? And I'm just blown away advancedly. It was fantastic. The conference is great. And I've been saying this all day long. And it's your enthusiasm. The young people, the fourth session, the joy and enthusiasm for yourself, for your country is just fantastic. I hope that I can come back. Thanks so much.
I request very dear friend, Dr. Vinit Thakurtula. And I want to thank the organizers for such a wonderful event. So, more than the knowledge what we gain, it is how you all make us feel, right? So that is something very extraordinary, which I see here when compared to other conferences, like you're at home and the hospitality from each and every one of yours, from all the levels, the wonderful hospitality you give us. And this time I was amazed to see all this enthusiasm in the post-session of the students. They were excellent, and they were stopping me on all the ways and asking me to take photographs with you, and they were amazed, and they were saying, "Madam, आपको उर्दू आती है?" तो हमें उर्दू आती है, आप लोग से मिलके बहुत बहुत हमें खुशी होती है। Every time I come here, and I have come here several times already, I see a tremendous improvement of the performance of the students, of the quality of the lectures, of the quality of the posters. So I can only congratulate Professor Iqbal Chowdhury and his entire team, because without his entire team, it would not have been possible to create such a tremendous and inspiring environment. Thank you very much for inviting me.
I actually have no words to thank Professor Atar Rahman and Dr. Uqbal for the invitation and for the hospitality, and of course all of the team, all brothers and sisters on ICBS. I really congratulate you on the success of the symposium. We have listened to state-of-the-art research. We have seen wonderful young people presenting the work. I was impressed actually the poster session by the number and by the quality of research as well from all of the young people here. I really have no words to thank all of you for everything, for the great hospitality I have experienced here. But this is something not very much strange for the Pakistani people. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for being around most of our teachers for this symposium. Thank you very much. Thank you. Foreigner, I'm a local. I've been coming here for the last 30+ years and teaching crystallography, preaching crystallography all over Pakistan. Thanks to Dr. Iqbal Chowdhury and the Rahman Sahab and all the colleagues. They have been extremely supportive and supporting me all the way. You know, it takes 18 hours in the plane to get here. With 2 stopovers, that adds another few hours. So from home to home, this is my second home. Takes me 30+ hours to get here. Was not anymore. Anyway, it was a wonderful event. Honestly, I enjoyed it. I've seen the progress over the years and years and years, and unmatched in any institute in Pakistan. For one institute.
Just wanted to say that I enjoyed every minute of my stay here in the conference. As always, it's a pleasure to be in Karachi. I saw so many really nice posters. To those of you who won prizes, well done. If you haven't won a prize, don't worry, there's always a next. I mean, I've never won a prize for a poster in my whole life. And you know what? One thing I've noticed about conferences in Pakistan, and this is particularly true about conferences here in Karachi, the best thing is the food. However, I did know that there was no Karela on the menu. Thank you very much.
We take care of this calendar next time. Thank you so much, and I think my kids are ready. So I request the winner of the third prize to kindly come forward and present your talk.
3 minutes.
3 minutes, sharp. Start.
Hello everyone, my name is Hanan Ali and the topic of my talk is purine conjugated peptidomimetic exhibits membranolytic effect on Anticancer cell line. Here we use Anticancer cell line as a model for cervical cancer. Cervical cancer, which is the cancer of cervix, has higher mortality rate. It is the third most common type of cancer among women in Pakistan. The currently available therapeutic options are mostly non-selective and they are deteriorating to the normal cells. So in this scenario, we need such therapeutic options which are selective in nature. Peptides are such molecules which are reported to have selective mode of action. But the problem with the peptide is that they are easily degraded by protease enzymes. This problem of peptide can be overcome by introduction of some unnatural amino acid or by the introduction of some unusual building blocks in the peptide backbone. These are some of the peptide therapeutics by which peptide can act and in killing or by as a carrier of a drug. Here we have conjugated a heterocyclic molecule with short chain of peptide. The purine was a heterocycle of choice because of its importance, which was supported by literature. The current study is based on the synthesis of short chain peptide molecules having unnatural amino acids conjugated with purine molecules and determination of their biological potential and formation of dendrimeric forms of these conjugates. For the synthesis of these peptide library, we have used ethnocassisted solid cell peptide methodology. From this study, we have identified 20 from this we have identified a 20-member library from which we have identified a molecule which was found to be as potent as doxorubicin with IC50 value of 0.28 micromolar on cancer cell line. We have checked its activity on the other cell lines, cancer as well as normal cell line, and it was found to be non-active, non-cytotoxic to the other cell line used in this study, showing that it has some selective potential against the cancer cell line. The AFM and API studies of this peptide shows that it exhibits membranolytic effect. We have further conjugated this peptide with dendrimeric, japamine, and lysine linker, and we have found that these dendrimeric forms are inactive, showing that the importance of the free C terminal, C-amide terminal of this peptide to have some activity. The significance of this study is that the synthesized molecules are short, they are easy to synthesize, they are not cytotoxic to the normal cells, comparably cheap.
Thank you, Len. 3 minutes up. Let's make up, finish within time. So now, Humaira, the winner of the second prize. Humaira, 3 minutes.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Humaira Karim. I am here to give presentation on the topic design and synthesis of Dendrimeric peptides are branch-shaped macromolecules and possess a great range of application. These peptides have gained the attention of scientists due to improved metabolic stability, greater efficacy, and good pharmacokinetics. These dendritic peptides display better selectivity and are found to be more effective than their linear counterparts. These are the objectives of our study: to design and synthesize dendrimeric analogs of anticancer peptides, to illustrate the structures of synthesized peptides by the help of spectroscopic techniques, to study the biological functions of dendrimeric peptides. Here is the methodology. We have synthesized all the peptides using solid phase peptide synthesis strategy. When resin was used as a solid support, all the peptides were FMO protected L amino acids. These are the analogs which we have synthesized of a naturally occurring anti-cancer peptide, 6 amino acid containing peptide, which was found to be active against prostate cancer cell lines. This one is the linear analog monomer, this is the dimer, and this is the tetramer. We have characterized these peptides with the help of HNMR, carbon NMR, and the 2D NMR studies, and their masses were confirmed by ESI and Feb mass spectrometry. These are the another analogs of peptide, naturally occurring peptide, which was isolated from ginseng plant, and this isolated peptide was found to be active against colon cancer cell lines. This is the naturally occurring peptide. This one is the analog of the naturally occurring peptide monomer, in which we have replaced the first amino acid value with the lysine, and this is the dimer, and the last one is the tetramer. The structures of these all peptides were also confirmed by mass spectrometry, HNMR, carbon NMR, and 2D NMR studies. These are our future perspectives. We will evaluate the biological activities of all these peptides, and then we will also use these peptides for the drug delivery in future, and also we will synthesize the nanoparticles of these peptides. I want to acknowledge the financial assistance from Higher Education Commission for the funding. Thank you.
Thank you, Mera. And now the presentation of first prize winner, Bilal. Okay, Bilal is there. Sorry. Start.
The topic of my practice is study of antibiofilm compounds against aureus. Biofilm, surface-associated microbial community, which increases the virulence. So it's a huge problem in the world. 80% of chronic and recurrent microbial infections are in the human body are due to the bacterial biofilm. You can see some of the common skin infections due to biofilm. And this is antibiotic. You all have maybe heard about antibiotic resistance. What is antibiotic resistance? Actually, antibiotics do not reach physically to the bacterial cells, due to which they cannot show their effect to the bacterial cells. So one of the reasons for the antibiotic resistance is biofilm formation. Here you can see limited penetration of antibiotics to the bacterial cells, and also the enzymes involved in biofilm formation in the biofilm. What do? Antibiotic neutralization by these enzymes. So there is no true antibiotic agent in the market. That's why this is the need. We need to check, and we need to synthesize new compounds that can be used as antibiotic agents. So for that we have used crystal violet assay methodology. Here we prepare bacterial culture in the media, appropriate media. Then we dispense in 96 well plates, and also we add compounds in these wells. Then incubate the bacterial culture for 24 hours. Then expose the test solution to the biofilm, and then wash the platonic cells. Then we stain the biofilm that is attached to the well, and then we wash and dry and de-stain the biofilm, which is by acetic acid or adding 95% ethanol, then we take the absorbance. So in the result section, we have found 3 potent compounds against biofilm inhibition. Basically, we have screened more than 1,000 compounds. Out of these 1,000 compounds, we have got 3 important compounds: compound 1, compound 2, and compound 3 from nucleoside class of compound. Here you can see in the graph, that is biofilm percent inhibition, and that is pancreatic cells inhibition, and that is concentration in microgram per ml. So at this concentration, 25 microgram per ml concentration, you can see 90% of biofilm inhibition is there. And here at 100 microgram per ml concentration, we can see 90%, and here as well. So
Okay, pause. So you have 30 seconds left.
okay, this is the imaging of biofilm, this is control cells, and this is destructive biofilm in treated cells, and this is atomic force microscopic images. Here you can see clear round shaped coxide shaped aureus, and here you can see very few number of cells. Here it is again another view, 3D image, and this is control cell, this is treated, and this is conclusion. We have found 1, 2, 3 good individual biofilm formation. Future progress, we will see transcription or finally.
So I'm sure you know. So all done. So we have this tradition whenever we say goodbye, we cry a lot. So we can do that, hug each other and cry. And for final remarks, I again would look towards my dear teacher.
Thank you very much. Without wasting any of your time, I would like to say thank you very much, and we're looking forward to have you back here in Karachi soon, inshallah. And have a safe travel back. And thank you. Our best regards to your families and your loved ones. Thank you.
From the organizers, I have this announcement that the certificates will be sent to you, to everyone, and there is no hard copies of certificates, so each one of you will get electronic certificate. With this, I would like to thank you all. There is again a good news that he is arranged for foreign delegates in the house, and there is a bad news. There is no tea for the locals. Thank you. Bye.